Number 10. Certain Women. One of the finest American independent filmmakers working today, Kelly Reichardt achieves a kind of brittle, melancholy perfection with the superbly acted triptych, adapted from the stories of Mel Meloy, but rendered with a fluency and truthfulness all Reichardt's own. Number 9. Manchester by the Sea. Kenneth Flanagan's third feature is a seething New England symphony, set to the quotidian rhythms of working-class life. Amid its swirl of angry, hectoring and often hilarious voices, Casey Affleck's performance rises like a silent but emotionally overwhelming aria. Number 8. I Am Not Your Negro. Speaking of poetry, the words of the late writer and civil rights activist James Baldwin provide a stirring foundation, but it's the dense, impressionistic weave of sound and image, brilliantly assembled by the director Raoul Peck and the editor Alexandra Strauss, that gives this documentary its excoriating power. Number 7. Patterson. After his oddball vampire romance Only Lovers Left Alive, Jim Jarmusch has made another entrancingly lovely portrait of marital contentment and the pursuit of artistic fulfillment. The movie is predicated on an ingenious visual scheme of rhyme and repetition, but Adam Driver's performance is the source of its most evocative poetry. Number 6. My Golden Days. A traumatic childhood, a spot of amateur espionage, the first stirrings of young love. In this gloriously romantic memory piece, a prequel to his 1993 tour de force My Sex Life, or How I Got Into an Argument, the great French filmmaker Arnaud Desplechin is at the laid-back peak of his powers. Number 5. Everybody Wants Some. After the dramatic rigors of Before Midnight and Boyhood, Richard Linklater leaned back and casually pitched his third masterpiece in a row, a sun-splashed, note-perfect 80s college flashback that plays like a dream. A very, very funny dream. Number 4. O.J. Made in America. Ezra Edelman plunges headlong into the strange case of O.J. Simpson and emerges with a monumental consideration of race, class, sports, celebrity, masculinity, and violence. By the end, it feels like an incontrovertible argument in the ongoing trial of the American dream. Number 3. Tony Erdmann. Sandra Haller and Peter Simonashek make the year's most eccentric screen duo in Marinade's splendid, sprawling third feature, which has no serious rivals as the finest German-made, Romanian-set father-daughter reconciliation comedy cum corporate satire ever made. Number 2. Moonlight. The tenderest of landmark achievements, Barry Jenkins' exquisitely directed drama demystifies a black gay man's coming of age from within. Pulsing with lyricism and delicately filigreed emotion, it rests on the shoulders of three distinct performances by Alex R. Hibbert, Ashton Sanders and Trevante Rhodes that somehow breathe as one. Number 1. Silence. How do you dramatize God's presence, or, for that matter, his absence? Martin Scorsese comes as close as any filmmaker to answering that question with his grave, wrenching adaptation of Shsaku Enm's 1966 novel. Approaching a demanding text with masterly authority and deep humility, he has pulled off not only one of the greatest films of his career, but also an astonishing act of transfiguration. To watch Silence is to witness the soul of one great artist merging with another,